Hey everyone, it's Boston Blaisdale here. Hope you're doing well and thanks for joining today's Second Life University class, a series of videos and tutorials helping you to learn about the vast virtual world of Second Life. We're continuing the set of videos on avatar customization, and today we're focusing on mesh bodies by the creator Inithium. And in this particular video, we're looking at the female mesh body named Kupra. There's also a separate video for the male body named Kario by Inithium, so feel free to jump over to that once you've watched this one. I'll be giving you an overview of how you can set the body up, and we'll also dive into the HUD to look at some of the customization options so that you can have fun with creating unique looks for your avatars. With all of that said, let's get into it. Alright, let's teleport over to the Inithium main store. We're using the Second Life viewer for this video today. You can type the name into the search bar with the places filter ticked, hit enter, and then hit teleport. So when you arrive at the landing point, it's divided into the male and female sections. And if we hover over the female stand, you should see your mouse cursor turn into a chair symbol. Then just left click with your mouse, and this will port us over. And here we are in the female section of the Inithium store. And straight ahead of us, we have the two female bodies. Kupra is the fuller figured body, whereas Cups has a smaller bust and also a flat chest option as well. Now, not all clothing creators will rig their clothing for both of these body versions. At the moment, the more popular one seems to be Kupra, so just bear that in mind when you're assessing which body you'd like to go for. You can get a free demo of the body by clicking the board and then selecting the demo button. This will prompt a delivery of the box, which you can choose to keep. Once you're ready to buy the body, just right click the board and choose pay. Then just confirm the amount of Lindens, and the body package will be delivered to your objects folder in your inventory. Okay, so we're going to unpack the body package. This avatar is currently wearing the Reborn body by eBody, but we're going to swap everything over to Kupra. When we scroll down the list of contents, we'll find that the Kupra body is down here. We actually get two versions of this, one which includes the hands and feet, and one with them removed. So the reason that we have one without is because many people like to purchase separate limb add-ons, such as the furry or the sci-fi community. So Inithium are just giving us more flexibility with customization. We're going to add the ones with hands and feet by right-clicking and then choosing add. I'm also adding the HUD, which we're going to use a little bit later for deeper customization. Then I'm just removing the Reborn body by going to the Worn tab in my inventory, finding the body, right-click, and then detach. Back over to our Kupra folder, one of the really cool things about the Kupra body is that it comes with a very high quality starter pack. So this includes body skins by the creator Not Found, and also face skins by Lelutka, who's the partner brand of the mesh head creator Lelutka. So we can unpack these objects, which will create separate folders, and these have a diverse range of skins to choose from. The new Hero body skin by Not Found is in this unpacked folder, and you get all of the different body versions included, depending on whether you wanted an athletic or a curvier skin finish. So it's really useful having access to the fat pack, and it provides some options for switching up your look. Likewise with the face skins, Lelutka have actually provided two different skins, and each of them have a range of skin tones which match the body skins by Not Found. The one I'm cycling through here is named CO, and I'm wearing this on the Lelutka Avalon head. This one has a range of lighter skin tones, and since Lelutka is the partner brand of Lelutka, you can see how great the detailing is, even without any extra add-ons. And by the way, I do have two separate tutorials for Lelutka, both for male and female heads, if you need more understanding of how to set up and customize your mesh head. The second face skin that's included with the Kupra body is the Zuri skin by Lelutka. This is actually my favourite of the two. You can see how the skin can really transform the look of the face. This one comes in a range of darker skin tones, and we don't need to worry about neck blending with this body skin, since Not Found and Lelutka have collaborated on matching their tones. When it comes to shaping the body, there's 3 default shapes included, which you can use as your starting point to edit your shape further. Now this is a very busty body. This is actually the smallest that you can make the boobs without making them look deformed. It's definitely a body which suits you if you're going for a more exaggerated look, or perhaps something more fuller figured with curves. There is the Cups version of the body which we saw at the store earlier. However, Kupra does have a lot more clothing choice available than cups. So if you were going for the cups body, I'd recommend doing a little bit of research with your favourite clothing designers to check if they rig for that version of the body. Over to the HUD. The new update of this HUD is very user-friendly, and it allows us to control different aspects of the body. For example, under this tab here, we can use the sliders to adjust the glossiness and the glow for the body. There's also a number of presets below that, so you can pick a different finish to the materials. These effects will only show if you have advanced lighting model switched on. You can find this under your graphics preferences, and when I switch between having advanced lighting on and off, you can see the difference it makes to the appearance of your avatar. Advanced lighting is more resource heavy on your computer, so depending on how powerful your machine is, you may want to have it switched off if you're in a busy area. And you can try out this color picker if you'd like to tint the color of the body skin. Considering that you have such a good selection of skin tones from the skins included by Not Found and Lelutka, it's unlikely that you'll need to apply different tones using this picker, but it's good to have it as an option. If you want to save the tint, just long press on one of the memory slots, and it will fill your tile with your picked color, which you can then revert back to. To remove the tint entirely, just click on the preset which has a white tile. This setting over here is for hands and feet. There's different nail shapes that you can opt for and combine that with different colors for the nail varnish. And this is also where you'd remove the nails entirely if you were deciding to purchase a set of third-party nails from a different creator. Above the nail section, this is where you can adjust the foot position. So if you're wearing a high or a flat heel, just toggle between these options, so then it lines up with the angle of the shoe heel. Over in the main folder, you also get these bomb layers which you can add to the skin. For example, these tan lines. There's only 2 shades of this, but they look pretty good and quirky. And of course, because the body is fully bomb, you can get as creative as you like by purchasing additional layers to stack on top of the skin. And these are a few different looks with clothing from a selection of designers. One thing you'll notice with this body is that there's no alpha masking option on the HUD, like you may be used to with other bodies. This is an intentional design decision by Inithium, because the feature can often contribute to greater complexity on your avatar, resulting in more lag in Second Life. So Inithium leave it with the designers to include their own alpha masks if there's any clipping on the body, which shows through the clothing. The visibility of any clipping will sometimes depend on how you've shaped your body as well. There is also a starter pack of clothing included with this body, and there's a whole bunch of outfits here from casual through to lingerie. But in general, there's lots of Second Life brands who are creating clothing and add-ons for the Kupra body. It definitely has a very specific look with a larger bust like I mentioned, but definitely try out a free demo and see what you think. Another point to mention here, Kupra have included an alpha mask in the folder. You only need to wear this if you're wearing a mesh head that has a plier eyes. This avatar's already wearing an alpha, which comes with the head itself, so we don't actually need to wear this one from the Kupra folder. Again, check out my head tutorials over on the Second Life University page, such as the Lelutka ones, if you'd like a deeper dive into mesh heads. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the short video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment below. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon.